What it do? What it be, Bob? Back,
Yes, sir.
new kid.
Hey, ain't nothing. Just man, sitting there trying to absorb it all. You know what I'm saying?
This right here gonna be a dudes every episode.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. It's a lot going on. I mean, it ain't like we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Oh yeah, we finna dig in. It's your boy Drew.
Is it Eric?
We are the Global Unknowns. Welcome to episode 19.
Damn,
Uh, yeah,
coming up on the do so.
yeah, man. Yeah, about to hit a nice little thing now. But yeah, we were chatting a little bit before we jumped on and started plotting today. Just about what's going on right now. I mean,
Yeah,
rest in peace to Fred Floyd, and let's not forget, all the other people involved in that stuff too. Um, Ahmaud Arbery, you know, name a couple people. Sandra Bland,
Taylor.
yeah,
Yeah,
take care.
George Floyd. I think you said something else earlier, but George Floyd. Just
Yeah,
to clear that up.
yeah. So this episode right here dedicated to them, dedicated to their families, and everybody who heard right now. We just want to get on here and talk our stuff tonight, and just try to see what's going on, and just use our voice and this platform right here we done made for ourselves to speak what we got to speak about.
Right, right.
Yeah, and just pretty much dive in. I mean, it's kind of sad, and you really don't have the words or the answers to too much of what's going on right now. It's a weird space to be in.
Yeah, it's something that we in our generation kind of grew up with, but it wasn't as open as it is now. But our kids, they're dealing with something they never seen, and this is totally new for them.
Yeah,
They grew up just everybody, and we gonna play and we gonna do whatever. And it might have been a few people in the mix that threw out some shade here and there and stuff like that, but now they getting you know the full force of it. It's out there now. I mean, hell, it seems like every week right now somebody.
that's what I was about to say. It's like a
Yeah,
weekly occurrence for them. They get to the point they numb to it, but at the same time, it's hurting and it's becoming overwhelming for them. Like they're tired of it.
yeah, because man, you killing unarmed people that ain't even a threat or a danger or nothing, and you let murderers and fucking pedophiles and everything else roam free.
Yeah.
You protect them almost
Hmm.
and stuff, and yeah, it gets to a point where you say, okay, man, enough is enough. If we gotta die for doing right, and y'all protecting the people that's doing wrong, then what the fuck we got to lose?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And that's where people at, and rightfully so, because hey, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But man, you can't be out here stealing and looting.
Yeah.
That just don't cut it. Cause if you're protesting ain't got nothing to do with looting.
Yeah.
It really don't. It really doesn't. Um, and that's the point that needs to be driven home. And when you look at a lot of this stuff, a lot of the footage, because now we live in an age where everybody is a damn reporter and a TV crew man and video man or whatever you want to call them motherfuckers. Everybody can record some footage, and it's enough of seeing black people fighting black people. I'm glad we ain't seeing none of that right now.
Yeah.
But But when you seeing white people running out of Target with pillowcases and some bullshit, and you like, hold on, what y'all doing down here doing this?
Yeah. Who invited y'all over here?
Yeah, to come over here and steal and loot and rob, cause you
Now
know
it's
who.
cool because we're doing it, so you want to join in too.
Yeah, and we the ones that's gonna get blamed for the robbing and looting and stealing. But I mean, from the footage I seen, yeah, it was a handful of black people here and there, but man, it was a whole bunch of white people I was seeing
Yeah.
just walking out with armfuls of shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man. you know.
Yeah. I mean, and the media just gonna paint the narrative like they want it. I mean, we looked at it as savages anyway, so I mean,
Yeah, well,
they gonna show us running up in the store, busting the windows out, and then they cut
yeah,
the camera off, and then they come back and catch a couple of us coming out of there.
yeah. You ain't catch the fucking 19 white people that came out of there with some shit.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But you go catch this one black person coming out of there with a. I saw one cat had a damn what's them damn damn oven things, the air fryer.
Yeah.
Like, you went in this motherfucker got an air fryer? I mean, that's $100 item. If you go down, shit, go in there and get a damn what's them game fucking PS5. Go get something, you know.
Make it worth the
That,
while.
yeah, that you can probably go sell off or so. Who the fuck you gonna sell an air fryer to? Dude, I'm just saying. That's all wrong with a damn. Because I got the same damn air fryer. I'm
Oh,
like,
no, that's what I got.
I just threw that box away. I'm looking at this. I'm like, damn, this cat walked in here and stole a fucking air fryer. Come on, man. You
Great.
know, but whatever. And some cat had some pillows and some comforters. And I'm like, this what y'all finna go to jail for this shit?
Possibly get shot with a rubber bullet, regular bullet. Who knows? Over
Any damn
pillowcase
thing.
and some sheets.
But but you go to jail and what you have? Well, I stole some pillowcases. And you in this motherfucker for some stealing some pillowcases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
That's what you wanted to do. But yeah, man, they just need to keep it keep it clean, keep it on keep it focused on what you're down there trying to accomplish. And if you're all about George Floyd, then you ain't trying to steal no frying pans and no bullshit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
down there trying to get your voice heard and do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's amazing because like I keep saying, man, I haven't been watching the news most. I think this morning I woke up and watched a lot of stuff. You sent me the one clip.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Killer Mike too for that.
Yeah, Killer Mike. You sent me the Killer Mike clip, and I watched it this morning with my wife, and we got on to watching a whole lot of other things because I hadn't really watched a lot of this stuff. Like I said in the past, I was, you know, head first in all this stuff and was digging in and studying and doing a whole lot of stuff from like the reverse angle of every damn thing, not just what's coming at us, but how to avoid it and all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just backed off, and I thought, well, you know, nobody was really listening to what I ain't gonna say nobody wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of people weren't um, taking an interest into it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't lose interest myself, but I just stopped spreading information.
Yeah.
And I stopped spreading information that I dug into and that I came to know about and stuff like that. And now, you know, some of the things as I was talking to some family members this morning, I can see coming to fruition. I don't know if a lot of people remember, but back in 2015, it was a big thing going on about Jade Ham. They were like, "Oh, Jade Ham, they about to lock everybody up. They finna do all this and that and other. They were moving military equipment all over the country, dog,
Hmm.
all over the country. And I remember seeing a train here in Florida, in the Tampa area, that was just full of military equipment. I mean, like tanks and car, like the Humvees and stuff like that on trains. And I'm like, what? What? I ain't never seen this shit before. And it was just, and a lot of other people had seen it in their areas all over the country. They were moving things not for that time, because when we see things, we think about it's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
But you got to think in the minds of a globalist. Their their time frames is a lot different. You can see it right now, but they want your memory to forget it. They want you to forget that over time.
Hmm.
Dude, this was 5 years ago. 2015 was when we were talking about Jade Helm and shit.
Hmm.
And now it's 2020.
Hmm.
And now you're about to see, National Guards in the streets and all this other shit. They moved that equipment where they needed to move it to for this reason.
It's chess. It
And
ain't checkers.
it ain't checkers. And you sitting there trying to get get crowned and get your little king piece so you can move back and forward or however you need to move, you gonna lose in this game because these cats are methodical, dog. So you did this 5 years ago, knowing that you didn't know when, and they don't know exactly when, but they know something coming, and they gotta get pieces in place for when they had opportunity to seize on the moment. And if you continue giving them that opportunity by going out acting a fool, looting, and doing dumb shit, then you go see the full extent of that shit they were moving around the country.
Hmm.
I mean, it, they did it for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and pretty much just piggybacking what you're saying, just moving that stuff and you seeing it move, and now all this going on, just make you think. Like you said, they never knew what time. They just wanted to put the pieces in place. But when it do pop off, y'all don't think we ready for all this, but we been ready.
Yeah, yeah, they been ready, dog.
Hmm.
I mean, because if you tried to mobilize and move that stuff right now, it'll take too long.
Yeah.
So let's move it where we need to put it. And somebody would have came and told me, man, I saw a train with all this stuff on, and I would have, been like, yeah, all right, you saw it. No, I saw that motherfucker.
Hmm.
Me with my own eyes.
Yeah.
I saw the train I mean, and it was long. Y'all stacked some mine trains out there. Y'all shit long.
Hmm.
Dog, this train was long with nothing but big ass military equipment on it, man.
Yeah.
And it was on the tracks that y'all use and all that shit. And I was just like, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah.
Because I've never seen that before.
Hmm.
And that was 5 years ago. The memories, the memory span of a lot of people today ain't that long because, we see everything in clips. You look at a lot of news, they show you 20-second clips, they show you this. And it kind of messes with your memory because you don't get the full picture of a lot of things. So your memory kind of gets skewed and you tend to forget a lot of things.
I mean, with all of it pumping into you though, at the same time, because it's something every day,
Yeah.
and it's like you said, it's a 20-second thing. So you jumbling all that up, eventually everything from years past gonna just bump right out your head.
Yeah, and I mean that bumped out of my head until I was talking to people today, and it came back. I'm like, hold on, I remember these cats was moving this damn equipment. I remember Jade Ham, me talking about it, and me and a few other cats, and we like, man, we this shit about to pop off, any day now. Well, that was my naiveness thinking, all right, Um, we think in days, we think in hours, we think in minutes. And I was watching a show last night on Prime called From Babylon to America, and it's pretty good. If you get a chance, watch it.
Oh yeah.
But this cat, and I got to finish it up, but the way he broke down things in the Bible, it kind of made sense today. And the one thing that sticks in my mind was the time. You know, he said in the Bible, when they talk about days, they actually mean years. A day in Bible time or prophecy is actually a year. So when you sitting there, you reading it literally, you think, okay, this shit ain't happening no damn 3 or 4 days. Well, they ain't talking about 3 or 4 days. They talking about 3 or 4 years. And so when you think on the mind of a globalist, you got to think over long term. And they're trying to get things in order because they have the resources to stall you out. They want you to forget things so that when they crush you or try to crush you or come down on you, you ain't expecting it. You just thought, oh well, we survived that. They ain't gonna do nothing, and boom, steamroll
Mhm.
because you forgot about
Yeah.
it. And I mean, I don't mean to take away from what's going on today, but people got to keep the long term goal in their sights because you out here right now just and shout out to the real protesters out there because it takes courage to be out there doing what you're doing and trying to get this thing through peacefully and righteously and everything else because that's what's needed. Calmness is needed. The going out here acting like it's the wild wild west and shit. You don't have the firepower that they have ready for you. I don't know how to stress that. You got some cats with some ARs. You got some cats with some big ass shit, but they got bigger shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bullet.
they they want to use it. They want to use it. They ain't got this shit just to be sitting around, you know, collecting dust.
Yeah.
They want to pull that shit out and fire some of it. Give them the reason to. Guess what? They gonna be firing some of that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I,
they had a little protest today in Bartow. I was still at work when they did it. Peaceful dude got up there, said a few words, and then pretty much told the people, vote. You think your vote don't count? You got to vote some of these people out in your counties and all that kind of stuff. He said, it starts there and it goes on further. You just gotta let your voice be heard. Just going out and doing, all this craziness is not the answer. Because,
no,
like Killer Mike was saying though, he was like, do your census, stuff like that, and he was when he talked about the politician thing, that right there was pretty deep too, and just saying that you somebody did your homeboy wrong, it was bullshit. Yeah, get another prosecutor. He said you control that narrative, but
yeah,
you gotta like he said you gotta plan, plot, strategize, optimize, mobilize.
yeah. I mean, if you go to vote somebody out and vote somebody in, that takes strategy, man. Because you got to get out and get people. It ain't just well, I'm gonna go put my vote in. You got to go convince some more people.
Mm-hmm.
Because one vote don't swing the tide. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit more than that. So if you're gonna fight them at the ballot box, you got to get out here and you know and poll with the politicians and do your work and know what the hell you're doing and talking about. Get people registered and make sure they go vote. Hell, you got to wake somebody up and take their ass down there to vote. Hey, I'm gonna come pick you up. You
You
be ready to
know how bad
go.
you want it though. That's how bad you want it. If you want change,
Yeah,
vote change. That's how
yeah,
you get it. But you got to be willing to put in the work.
yeah. You got to put in the work. Don't say, all right, man. Don't take nobody work. All right, I'm gonna be down there. No, bitch, I'm gonna come get you, and, and I'm gonna go down here with you. And when you're done, I'll take you home and stuff. But taking somebody's word for something and counting on them to do it ain't gonna cut it because man, this such and such came up. I ain't had no ride down there, and my girl needed some shit from the store, and I had to run over there. Bitch, you finna throw away 4 years because y'all needed something from the store at that moment, man.
Oh,
You gotta. I mean, you laughing, but I'm
it's just
serious.
funny the way it came out. So yeah,
Uh huh.
yeah, that was funny the way it came out. So yeah.
Cause cats use some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah, I know the cats who will do it.
Yeah, hell, I didn't heard them do it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be sitting here saying it if I didn't know it was possible and hadn't happened. It's just, man, you want to go out here and you want to tear the world up, but you don't want to go over here and put your vote in.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
F that. I mean, motherfuckers be polling for about a month. So I went up the street the last time. I swear it took me longer to park than it took me to go in there and vote.
I think that's what happened with last time me and Belinda went. About the same.
So same thing. And it wasn't nobody standing up there, trying to talk noise or none of that mess. Hey, what you doing here? Or none of that. I parked, walked my ass in there, showed my ID, and nobody, give me no hassle or nothing. And gave him a paper. I went over there at the table, marked my shit, handed it to him, got my stick, and took my ass on out of there.
Simple.
Simple, simple. And that little simple action, you know, for whatever it's worth, that's the biggest impact you could have in anything.
Mm.
Going out here stealing some blankets and shit ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You know.
I feel you.
I mean,
I mean, and I was gonna ask you this too, because like we said in the beginning, for this for dedicated to uh, George and everything, and Ahmaud Arbery and some other people. But with that being said, like I see how the energy is right now with Big Floyd and everything, and but it wasn't a couple weeks ago. Ahmaud Arbery got shot jogging in the street.
yeah, that was February. It was a couple weeks ago we saw it.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, that was back in February, and then they released that video, and that's when everybody saw what the hell happened.
So I'm sometimes thinking, I understand, it's a cop who did this to Big Floyd, but let that same energy be going for them dudes right there. If that happened in February and we just now seeing it,
Yeah,
why you ain't up in arms about them dudes right there not being arrested that fast?
yeah. When they, as soon as that, after the video came out, and there was outrage. They went over there and carted their asses in and stuff. What happens after that, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I hope I hope they start doing right, cause if they don't get charged and they walk free,
You think it's bad now?
yeah, it's gonna be horrendous.
That's it.
It's gonna be horrendous, man, and it could go very left very fast because if something happens to them, now you going, you know, all right, everything off the table, use all the force you have to on everybody of color that you have to, because that's what they want to do. And if you fall into that trap, Now everybody has to pay the price for that, and people that has somewhat of a foresight to see shit like that, they know that's the trap that's waiting for us. Like all this stuff right now, you saw the cop busting windows at AutoZone, like, and then go walk off. Like you just came over here and bust these fucking windows out, and you go walk. You ain't going in and steal shit. You just busting out windows
Mm-hmm.
and shit. But you want to set it up so that, okay, well, this AutoZone open now, and shit, I needed some spark plugs. Let me go on in here and get these motherfuckers since he done bust the windows out.
Yeah.
And AutoZone ain't no motors in that. What you gonna go in there and steal some oil?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. God damn. It's, I don't even know what to say, man. I just don't get it. You stealing $4 shit. I
Yeah.
stealing anyway bad, but come on, man.
Still freeze. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, go steal a fucking Bugatti or something. I don't know. Do something that people can say, damn, that motherfucker did it.
Yeah.
And you're a legend. But, well, he went over there and stole some windshield wiper fluid and shit. Bitch, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
What the hell going through people's mind and shit? Let that shit go, man. You don't need it.
Feeling just to run up in there and say they did it.
Just to say that's why I said if you want to say you did some shit, go big shit.
Yeah. And I mean, like I talked to Juice earlier today. Shout out to Juice too. I worry about fam this morning. I woke up with him on my mind because I know he was over that way. So I hit him up and just asked, how he was doing and everything. I know he in the area, but he's not right there where it was all happening.
Right, right.
And I asked him, I said, fam, you good? And he's like, yeah, man. He said, I'm straight. He said, I rode down the road last night while all that was happening in Tampa. He said, once I saw that camp on fire, I turned around and went home. I like that was just a piece of the damage they did.
So, right. And hell, I didn't know about that till you told me this evening.
Yeah.
And I'm 10 miles away?
Yeah.
Shit.
Brandon cutting the food. He hit the mall and everything, and
dude, and that right there should tell you that that's somebody else. Hell, Brandon ain't even got that damn many black people to be protesting.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't there.
Mm-hmm.
So something else was happening with that. I forget what I was watching, but when you cause property damage and you cause an extensive amount of property damage, now you open up the use of force, because to stop you from damaging more property, they have to use force.
Mm-hmm.
So once you allow that type of stuff to happen, and no matter if doing it or not, but you're out there, the story is gonna go that you were a part of it. and that's why Killer Mike was saying stay home. Now ain't the time to be doing none of this, because if they paint the picture that you were the ones out there doing all this dumb shit, now they have the authority. I ain't gonna say they have the right. They have the authority to use force to, keep you inside and not come out and cause any more property damage, because that's gonna be their reasoning. Well, look what they did. No, motherfucker, y'all did that to say they did it, so you can go say that's why we keeping them inside. But people don't think of those type of moves because they let emotion drive them. And I said this before, and I keep saying it. That's probably one of my biggest flaws is the lack of emotion. I mean, I have I'm an emotional person at times,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm more calculating than I am emotional because that's just how my mind works.
Mm-hmm.
And I see what's happening, and I get emotional with it and stuff in my way, but I also see what's going to happen. And that's where I take the emotion out and you start seeing how things are moving. And once you can see that, and with the books that I've read, the things that I've, come to realize and stuff like that, you can see the pattern and you know what's coming next almost. It's scary, man. It is very scary because if we don't get control of this shit real quick and say, okay, let's not go out tonight, or let's just chill and see what happens. Like all the sane people say, okay, let's just sit back and see what happens when we sit back. Then you'll know. You don't have these people out here doing this stuff because they can't blend in and hide with you and do all these things. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you go back out, then they back out. Or I don't know. You need to put a tighter net on your network because things are leaking and people showing up in cities where they ain't from. You know what I'm saying? And doing dumb shit because guess what? It ain't theirs.
Yeah. Wreck your time to go home and live good.
Yeah, yeah. They get paid. They get paid to go be provocateurs. That's an actual word.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. Agent provocateur, where you're paid to infiltrate an organization, act like they act, do all they do, and then when they go out and protest peacefully, you start shit. Provoking, provocateur, you provoking. So, and when you out there provoking, now people think, well, damn, he with us, so we got to go over here and help him, and we got to do this shit. Now, a whole bunch of people getting their heads busted over this cat, and he ain't even part of your damn clique. You just thought he was, but it's almost like when I was in the army, they had these cats called CID, and you know, if you were smoking weed or doing some shit you weren't supposed to be doing, these cats were in the army too,
Mm-hmm.
but they were given the permission to do the shit that you doing. So if you smoking weed, they smoking weed with you and all that shit. The next thing you know, you getting busted. Like, hold on, I was smoking with such and such and such and such. How the hell they know about this? Well, the second such and such, he was CID. He get paid to smoke with you and fuck off and do all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
He just got to go back and report it. And so you hemmed up and sitting there thinking everybody was cool with you. And guess what? They wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And now you sitting there trying to piece it all together. Like, man, this cat we done smoked out every fucking day.
Yeah.
How the hell? Well, that's what he do, and that's what an agent provocateur does. They pay to blend in, do whatever, and then make the shit go left as fast as they can, as hard as they can, and now you left that hole in the bag. That's
Yeah, that make a lot of sense though.
you gotta realize what's happening around you and stuff, and that's the one thing we gotta spread to our kids because they don't have that type of knowledge. I know my kids don't. They don't have that type of knowledge in them because they didn't grow up in that type of environment
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
And I mean, it's hard to say that because I was talking to Vicky, talking to our cousin Vicky today, and she was telling me that she was gonna talk to her son and everything, and try to shed a little light on him because she think he just oblivious to what's going on because he don't understand what's going on, to be honest with you.
Right, right.
And I told her, I said, if you get a chance, I want to like speak to him. Just try to talk to him, guide him a little bit, and help him out through this. And just just help the young man understand, because I mean, we all need to gather our kids together and talk to them, and give them a few pointers, so when they get pulled over, anything of that nature, they know how to handle that situation.
Yeah, yeah, not freak out.
And
And
always be mindful of who in your damn car with you.
yeah,
Don't have one jackass over here who like to get loud with the police because they pull you over.
yeah,
So don't have that one friend in there with you who like to start trouble, because trouble easy to get into, but a bitch to get out of.
yeah. And sometimes you don't get out of it.
Exactly. And you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you land on the ground and worst come to worst, you got a knee in your neck or a 45 to your head.
Yeah, yeah. And you sitting there like, how the hell did I get here? Well, you had some of the wrong people around you,
Yeah.
and you know you didn't know it, but there were signs.
Yeah.
And people out here on these streets, they getting smart. I've been watching. I haven't watched the news. I haven't watched a lot of things. And like I said, the lovely thing about the day is everybody is a reporter. You watching real time videos. You know what I'm saying? It ain't somewhere somebody chopping up and doing whatever. No, this raw footage
Yeah.
and stuff, and people throwing it out there. Like here go a chunk of it. We got to get this out here, because if we don't get this out here, and when Fox News or whoever else get a hold of it, they go chop it up and make it to their fashion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, I spent a lot of time. The one thing that I spent a lot of time doing for a lot of years was listening to Fox News and stuff. And people are, why the hell you listening to that bullshit? Let me tell you why I listen to that bullshit. Because you got to understand your enemies and how they operate. And the one biggest thing is the radio. When you pump information through people's heads and you fill them with lies every day. Hitler did the same shit, dog. It's been documented. You put lies in there, the same lies in their head every day, they believe it.
Mm-hmm.
They believe that shit. And you can go back and I can recite all the shit that Hannity say, that Limbaugh say, that all these jackwagons say. I can recite that shit like I just heard it yesterday, because they said it every fucking day. They said it every hour.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the people that listen to that shit, they buy into that. And that's all they know.
Yeah.
And when they do that, they'll take this shit and they'll dissect it. And like we said, the video where people were coming out of Target, you ain't gonna see the white girls. I saw two white girls come out of Target at one point with some shit, laughing and shit. Like, let's go, let's go. You know, you won't see them. I bet you if you turn on Fox News, you can watch that bitch till you turn 99 years old. You won't see them two damn white girls come out of that Target. You go see that damn black dude that came out the window. That's what you go see. Now, if that's all you know and that's all you watch, that's what you believe. So that's why these cats out here putting all this video footage out as soon as they can and as often as they can, because there's a lot of it. I'm like just lowering down my time, like damn, where I used to see comic books all the time, I'm seeing riots and shit and shit that's going on.
Yeah.
So people getting smart and they understanding that okay, it ain't us out here doing this shit. It's the white boys that's looking like skateboarders, and it was even a cop said it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a cop, these cops realizing, and hats off to the cops out there, the good cops, you know, because they're understanding like, hey man, look here, I wouldn't have did that to that man.
Yeah. Well,
You
it's funny you say that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
okay?
I was seeing something when I was leaving work and getting ready to come home. So I'm scrolling up the gram because I was waiting on Ben for a minute, but he was taking too long. So I was scrolling and I looked and they had this one cop, sheriff or something like that in Minnesota,
Mhm.
saying his people were putting down their batons and their shields and everything like that, and was telling like we're the good guys, like we want to be with y'all. He's like, what can we do? And the people start march with us. He said, well, let's walk, let's do this peacefully. He joined the crowd, hugging people, dapping them up,
Yeah,
and that's all it took. Just a little act of kindness and not being too riled up and listening to somebody.
yeah, an act of understanding.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
that. You know, I was talking to somebody else and they got all up in arms because they were like they were protesting peacefully, and then a truck ran through there, and then it was just on and popping. I mean, I understand what y'all sympathize. I'm not the enemy. I'm just, having a discussion about something, and
Right.
it's hard to discuss certain things with certain people
Uh
because
huh.
you can't change people's thoughts.
Their
I
mindsets are ingrained.
Yeah, I understand. You're upset, you're angry, but you don't think straight when you're angry. Angry
Nope.
is not channel good thoughts.
Mm.
It brings up that raw emotion that you just act on. You constantly go, and then you think about it later. You're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have did all that.
Yeah,
It's too late
you
now. You let your anger control you. You done turn into the Hulk, and now you don't know what the hell you're doing when you become Bruce Banner again. You wonder why your clothes toe up.
yeah,
So I mean,
yeah,
you gotta sit back and think about things and use that tool that you got to call a mind. That's your tool right there.
and
Think
it's
about
interesting
clear.
that you bring up. It's interesting that you bring up the Hulk. You know, everybody love Hulk because he's strong as fuck and all that, and you know he can beat his way out of a situation. But he, when Thanos put it on his ass in in that first Avengers what was it,
War?
Infinity War movie, you ain't see no more Hulk.
No.
Hulk got to put on his ass,
Hmm.
and he was supposedly the strongest motherfucker in the Marvel universe at that time. So you can have all the power, you can have all this shit and think you bad, but if a bitch outsmart you, you done. You done. So keep that emotion where it needs to be and channel it to your thoughts and strategize and plot and do what you need to do, because just going out here willy nilly in it and thinking you're gonna make motherfuckers submit, like I just said earlier, they got a whole bunch of shit waiting for you.
Yeah.
A whole bunch. You might have a few rounds off here and there, and you can fire some shit and do some stuff and all that, and that sounds great. But these motherfuckers got shit that they ain't even got to be nowhere around you, and they can send some shit straight to your fucking doorstep.
Hmm.
So think about that for a little piece, and before you want to go Hulk out and shit, cause
And now that ain't the answer, man. I mean, it's
nah, it ain't.
it's causing a little more chaos than honestly
And a
we
lot,
never can handle.
yeah, and a lot of innocent people go get hurt behind that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People in the wrong spot at the wrong time and all kind of stuff. They ain't fucking playing. It was a video where some people, and they were white people in the suburbs, National Guard marching down the street, and they go sit outside and record them. And they were yelling, "Get in your house, get in your house." And they just stood out there recording. And all of a sudden, you heard one of them say, "Light them up." Poof. They shot them rubber bullets. And you know, when they shoot them rubber bullets, that green mist come out.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they shot their asses. The girl went inside. She had green shit all over. She like, "Yeah, I'm hit. I'm hit." Like, they told you to get your ass in the house. You think it's a
Privilege.
game?
That's that privilege.
That's their privilege. But guess what? They got orders.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ain't following and obeying, dude said, light them up. You could hear that motherfucker say that shit plain as they light them up.
Mm.
And they lit their ass up.
With the dump.
I was like, shit.
Crazy, man. I mean,
Yeah, it was kind of funny
yeah,
because it was us.
yeah. But it's just it's heartbreaking, man. It's you know I worry about my son out there and Grant, my nephew,
Yeah.
see my cousins and stuff how they moving and shout out Lance, shout out Smooth, Swoop, Josh, Matt, Izzy,
Yeah, man, y'all be careful out there. Cats,
Shamal.
cause
Please be careful, man. Y'all just use your head. I know Swoop using his because he got babies and everything to be in the house for, but all them other ones, man, y'all move a little different, man. And like I say, my son, man, shout out to Ant. Just I don't want my kids to be nervous how they move and everything like that. I want them to just move fluid like they've been moving. But with this right here, you can't move. You got to rethink how you moving.
yeah, you do. And man, I don't know. Right now, I'm just going where I need to go and get my ass home. Ain't no extra shit. Ain't no nothing. Cause just some bullshit, you get pulled over and it could escalate
Quick.
in a place where you weren't expecting, and you like, how the hell did we get here? You know. Um, but that's the plan.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
vote the curfew here tonight too. You got to be in the house at night.
yeah, they sent a damn text out.
Wow.
It was just fucking like an Amber Alert text came out phone and stuff.
Yeah.
I got it on my since I got a St. Pete phone and a Tampa phone. Yeah, I got it on both. I guess they wanted people in St. Pete to know don't bring your ass to Tampa.
Don't come outside.
Yeah,
I didn't get nothing like that.
yeah, nah, I got it on both phones, dog. They ain't playing, and the curfew was I think it was 7:30.
Wow. We had a
It's
night
still,
out.
the sun's still out strong.
Yeah.
We're still out strong then.
Yeah, we had a
Uh,
9 o'clock curfew here, and he was over. He was over till about 8:30, and his mom was like, "All right, get on to your house.
yeah,
You're going to get yourself settled in, and hopefully you done got everything you need to get. Cause once you get in there, don't bring your ass back out."
yeah. They had 7:30 here
Yeah.
and stuff. And when you think about a lot of things, like I said, things are done at opportune moments. What everybody wearing right now? Yeah, everybody. So it is, man. It's almost like it couldn't have been scripted any better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They you out here doing wrong. You got mask on. They can say, I don't know. It could have been any fucking body. Let's just lay everybody down. Fuck it. We go get the person we need to get, and we just lay everybody
Yeah.
down. And here you go. You know, you got Black Wall Street all over again, Rosewood all over again. You got all the history coming back just that quick, cause you know
Rose.
people weren't thinking. People were not thinking
I just watched
and
that the other day.
huh?
I said I just watched Rosewood the other day.
Yeah. So it's bad, and people need to understand that it could pop off a lot worse quickly
Mm.
and get out and you can't bring it back after that. You know, you can't. And it's sad what happened to all these people that's lost their lives and shit, and continue losing their lives. Because, dude, we can go all the way back to Trayvon. We can go back before that and stuff. And man, it's sad, you know. It, but we got to get out there and vote, and we got to strategize. You got to have a plan, and it ain't a plan of violence or attack because that's what they want you to do. You got to come from another angle.
But right now, though, with this happening and everybody saying that whole, the vote thing, and a lot of these young people are hearing it right now,
Mm-hmm.
which is good, so they can advocate each other. Because you go tell 10 of your friends, he gonna tell 10 of his. Let's just get that chain like that right there going, and we can invoke change.
Well, you got a whole graduating class that should be 18 and old enough to vote that didn't have a graduation. So, you know, hey, you want things to change? You young, won't you put some young blood in the office? What you got to do is get the old heads out of this shit. Motherfuckers in Congress that done been there forever, like Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi. I'm gonna say both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because all both sides suck.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can you can call me right now, and I'll dispute you head to toe over that shit. Both sides fucking suck.
Yeah.
You got to get that old blood out of there, man, and get some new invigorating ass people in there and make some change. You can't make change with old blood. You're not. It's not gonna happen because their minds they got to stay in power. That's all they care about is staying in power. They don't give a shit about you or me. I don't give a damn what side they on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. They just care about keeping their asses in office as long as they can and getting enriched off of it. You put some young bloods in there, and guess what? Let them serve their time, vote their asses out, and keep rotating it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to do term limits, but guess what? The people can make them have term limits. You just vote the next person in because the one thing that people need to understand is if if Congress, if you make them one term, they won't make any laws that they don't want to live under. If you're in Congress, you're kind of exempt from the shit that goes on with regular people's lives. You know, in a sense.
I mean, I'm just listening to what you just said. They don't want to live by that law that we passed.
Yeah.
That
So
made a
guess
lot
what?
of sense right there. No, I just had to stop you on that because, like I tell people all the time, you just dropped something right there. I didn't. I would have never thought of that. You just dropped something completely on me right there, but it made
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I've been knew that shit. Let
Mm.
me if I can sit over here in this bubble and I can affect everybody else live, and all I gotta do is sit over here in my damn bubble and hey, y'all people, I'm gonna send y'all a $1,200 check. Y'all do whatever. But guess what? I'm gonna get a motherfucking $4 billion kickback. I'm gonna sit over here and chill. You don't know that, but I'm gonna send you a $1,200 check. You don't know what the fuck I'm over here doing.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Make them motherfuckers pass. If they pass laws that they got to live under after they term up, they'll rethink what the fuck they passing. Cause now they gonna say, hold on, fuck, I might have to go live under this shit. So let me make sure this shit is right because if I ain't got this protection over here and I gotta be out here with the general public,
Yeah.
it needs to be tailored properly. And that's what they're not doing. They ain't making shit to where it benefits people. They making shit to where it benefits them
Yeah.
because they know, well, I'm the only show they got. They ain't gonna vote nobody else in. I throw them a bone and they go put me back on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have that mindset, then you don't give a shit. $1,200 check, dude. They passed a law for $2 trillion fucking dollars. What the fuck? $1,200 to an individual, bitch. You could have gave everybody in this damn country. Hell, I don't know. Every working person. If you passed a $2 trillion law, you could have gave every person fuck 200,000 fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. So tell me where all that money went to. Because $2 trillion is a whole lot of goddamn money. It's only maybe 100,000 working people in this fucking country. So you tell me where $2 trillion went to. When you start thinking about all that type of shit, and you fucking sitting, man, when my fucking check go get here, and all this and that and the other, like, hold on, 1,200 times 100,000, that still don't hit the fucking number.
They don't scratch the surface.
No, no sir, no sir. So and shit, I don't even think I got to sit down and do the math, but still, it don't fucking add up.
Yeah.
So if you make them one term politicians, they'll rethink the fucking laws that they enact because they have to come back out here and live under those laws.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes a lot of damn sense, though. And just seeing how they moving right now and really not caring what's going on, honestly.
Nah, because they want to keep sides fighting against each other. You have Republicans, oh, the Democrats only want this and they only want that, and Republicans only want this. Like, hold on, bitch. Y'all pulling this wrestling shit. Cause, in front of our eyes, y'all all fighting each other. But when the doors close, y'all back there counting money and shit.
But the kind of money drinking bill.
Hey, we made a killing today. We made a fucking killing
We
today.
made a killing.
You know where that's from.
Okay. That right there is one thing. About 8 when you said that. That's crazy.
You was 8. I had to be about 16.
Mm-hmm.
We sure made a killing today. And that was in the church.
Yeah.
And guess what that was called in? Congress.
I was waiting to see if you were gonna say that too.
Well, everything come to me in spurts.
Yeah, man. I guess we'll just pray for the best, man.
Yeah,
Hope
we got to,
change
cause
come and hopefully people settle down.
yeah, cause unless cooler heads prevail, man, the escalation of the violence and shit don't bode well for the citizens. It doesn't. You don't have the resources for that shit. You don't. And like I said, innocent people could be hurt behind a lot of that shit. And if you out there just unmindfully moving and meandering through shit, thinking you making a difference, man, you just causing more harm than good. If you see people out there that ain't part of your organization, snatch their ass up, man, and say what the fuck you doing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be here with this shit. This ain't what we're about. Get it on camera and let people know. Snatch their mask off. Do what the hell ever you got to do, but let people know, hey, this motherfucker here was doing this. We ain't a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they out there doing. You know, they unmasking people and they letting people know, like, hey, this ain't us and
Yeah.
stuff. So that footage need to be making it to the news.
Yeah, my daughter and my son, they went to that protest they had in Bartow today, and they said it was all good to somebody that's wanting to stay. Let's take it to the streets. Let's do it. And was talking about some other shit. They were like, no, we good. Time to go home.
Yeah, yeah. It's time
And
to pack up and go.
yeah, like yeah, I'd say that's the greatest thing you could have did. That's when you get in your shit and you go home.
Yep.
You hear that little bitty thing, that's when you catch, because you'll live to see tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you were smart and you thought about it and the consequences that would have came with it. But the same people who would want to go do that rowdy stuff, you read about them tomorrow.
Yeah. And when they wake up behind bars trying to figure out, oh shit, how the hell I'm gonna get out of here? Yeah, it ain't so easy. It's easy to go in there. It ain't easy to come out.
It's just man, and speaking to adults, younger generation, just think about what you're doing and ask yourself with these people who have passed on, is this what they want you to do?
Yeah.
I mean, when I say that, I say that to say this. Protesting is fine and trying to invoke the change that way, but when it goes to the violence and the stealing and the breaking and the burning and I don't I don't know what goes through people's mind who do stuff like that, but at the same time I'm not knocking whatever you're doing. I mean you move how you want to, but at the same time be conscious of who else you putting in danger and whose job you may be affecting and whose town you may be affecting and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff you got to think about during all this. And like I said, I said that today to somebody. They was like, "Well, them people can find other jobs." Like, come on, man, you can't.
Not with your face. Not with your face, Sean. People like that chick that was in Central Park. You think she gonna get another job?
Oh yeah, I was gonna go to her in a minute.
Oh, okay. Do your thing. I'm sorry. I'm busting you up your hustle and
Yeah,
shit.
that was a different segment, right? I want to dedicate about 15 minutes of roasting my ass.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
just y'all be mindful, man. Let's just move a little different and be a little bit more cautious. Cause I mean, if you burning your town down now, you're young. Where you gonna go? You burn it down, where you gonna go?
You gotta lay your head somewhere.
Yeah, you can't. I ain't never seen anybody learn their head on the wood. No burn up houses or nothing. You can't go just lay on some shingles and sleep. So
No.
shit burnt to the ground. You got to think about that, man. You keep yourself out of harm's way and protest like like they did in the '60s and everything. Martin them and vote changed back then. They got things moving like they wanted to, but they caught hell doing it. Getting stoned and water hoses, dogs ate their ass up. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a little scarring, but are you built for it? What kind of armor you wear? You don't want to take that chance of running up against these polices and risking it all for craziness, man. It's just think about that, man. I mean, this right here near and dear to me now because it's crazy. I don't like living like this. I like to be able to move and do what I like to do.
Yeah.
I don't like this COVID shit because I'm not used to being in the house. I like going to see my brother and hanging out and grilling, chilling, laughing, and just having a good time. You can't even move like that right now,
Nah, nah.
and
Shoot, I don't-
you can't let this right here keep going on because the more anarchy y'all bring, and some people just want to watch the world burn anyway. It's like Alfred said in Dark Knight. Some people just want to watch the world burn,
Yeah,
and you can't just try to do stuff like that because they're gonna shut this bitch down.
yeah.
You saw they shut it down for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
This a
That was
whole
the
nother
practice.
virus. This a whole nother virus right here. Racism
That
is a whole nother virus.
that was the practice run.
Yeah, yeah. You see that? That was a setup.
Yeah,
So
that was,
that was the writing on the wall.
that was straight up a practice run. Like I heard some. I don't know if I heard it in passing or something or read it somewhere, but somebody called that a pandemic. It wasn't a pandemic. That shit was a pandemic.
Yeah,
And when you think about it, you're like, well, God be goddamn, that's pretty much fitted,
yeah.
you
'Cause
know.
you can shut this bitch down, and things be that.
They got two things still going for them. They got the anarchy going on out here, and then you got the supposed second wave that's supposed to hit for COVID-19. Dude, they can say don't leave your house at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if you need a carton of eggs. You don't take your ass to the store. You sit in your house and you eat what the hell you got,
Mm-hmm.
and that could very well happen.
We
It
see.
could, these cat these cats they know they got to stay ahead of the curve because of the internet now. They were able to control people up until the early 2000s and stuff because the internet wasn't as prominent, wasn't a lot of shit going on. You didn't have the phones, the smartphones that you got now, where news was instantaneous, and you ain't have a lot of shit. Now they have to have the upper hand. So in order to have the upper hand, they have to play this shit on multiple levels and keep you guessing.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think I'm bullshit. I know a lot of people don't subscribe to conspiracy theories and all that type of shit or whatever, and you ain't got to. Just look around you and see what's going on. This ain't no damn conspiracy. You live in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just said, they could lock it down because of the second wave. I'm looking at reports now where people say, well, we opened the city back up and now the corona cases just spiked up. Bitch, how the hell y'all get results spike that fast? When I saw a dude I converse with daily, he took a test. It took them fucking 3 or 4 days to get their results back.
Now they.
Yeah, you open the city, oh shit that spiked up. Hold on, y'all just opened up yesterday. How the fuck you got test back that quick?
Yeah.
And who the fuck went and got tested in a day?
Yeah. Who went out to the beach and came home and got tested?
And you got the results back. Dude, the shit is all you got to do is understand what's being presented to you, and know that it's bullshit.
Play the
And
time.
know that, man, they setting the stage. They ain't setting nobody up. They setting the stage for something else. And if you can't see that, then I don't know what the fuck you looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you need me, if you want to come see me and I help you connect the dots, how we used to with 1, 2, 3, 4. Bitch, I can draw the shit for you if you don't see the numbers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I help you. Something is about to happen. It got to be.
Mm-hmm.
This shit right here ain't normal, man.
No.
It is not. And like I said, you living in the age of information where they have to keep people off kilter. Is information flows too fast. So if they came at one area in one way, then it'll get out too quick. So they got to hit every, just like when we grew up, what they used to do when they came and hit the dope boys, they hit everybody at the same time. They ain't want nobody calling nobody else. Hey, they getting such and such. You
Mm-hmm.
just duck off and hide your shit. Hey, 5:30 in the morning, we kicking in doors. Nobody can call nobody because everybody got it at the same damn time.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck you think finna happen now? If you hit this one spot over here, let's say you hit New York, Los Angeles, or no, and then they'll be ready.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hit New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, fucking Miami. You gotta hit all that shit at the same fucking time. At the same time. So there was no reaction.
Yep.
So I might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but if I don't, good.
Yeah.
Because we'll all be all right. But I highly doubt that shit.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that.
I just want everybody to be safe, man. I pray for safety for everybody. And like I did today, man, I hit you up just to tell you I love you. You know what I mean? And I hit a couple other, man, I hit about 15, 20 people up today. B-Lo, Rod, Swoop, Kevin, um, hell, Holly Boy, Low. Just hitting cats up, my son and everything. This just because I wanted to. And then, I hit Smooth or Jay Smooth, my cousin Jason. Cuz thought something was wrong with me. Like, man, ain't nothing wrong, man. I just want to tell you I love you, man. Just be safe out there.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and I know some people might take this the wrong way and everything, but I appreciate the way you did it with a text and stuff because I'm gonna tell you this: sending somebody a forwarded Facebook message, that ain't no communication to me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I mean, okay, you thought to include me in your forwarding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not personal to
Yeah.
me. And what you did, I woke up and Michelle and I we were cooking this morning. I'm like, damn, P hit me up. He said this, and I kind of, down there pulled the L off of that motherfucker. Hey, I had to rein it in and shit though.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? And I had gotten a few forwarded messages from people, and I just look at them and keep going about my damn day.
Yeah.
Thank you, dog, or whatever. Hug your brother day, and I love you, man. I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna call people.
Yeah.
And I rolled out today, was riding around, and I was just calling people. Dude, I'm gonna tell you this, and I bullshit you not. I called 12 people. When I called them, guess how many answered? Zero.
Wow.
Fucking zero. So I
Wow.
left messages for every person I called. I left messages. Hey, calling you up, hitting you up, say I love you, bruh. Hope you're safe. This and that and the other. And I just left it at that. I mean, I called them back to back. 12 fucking people. Guess how many called me back? No, two.
Oh, now I get my two.
Yeah. And one of them, he told me he was in the pool when I called. He couldn't get to his phone and stuff. Because he called me back like 3 minutes after I called him and shit. And but I'm sitting, I'm like, man, okay, everybody can forward a Facebook message, but you can't answer your fucking phone.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got to get better with that. I like real time communication. I don't want to sit there and be back and forth and on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Facebook all right and stuff, and well, it's whatever. But I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you pitching your voice. I want to know you're all right. I just want to feel you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I can't feel no fucking text.
Mm-hmm.
So if we communicated often and you texted me, that's fine. Like me and you send me a text, and it's great because shit, we talk fucking 50 times a day. Uh, but cats I ain't talked to since I was, fucking 7.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know shit about you right now.
Yeah.
So we reconnected on Facebook, and you just sending me a message that you forwarded from somebody, and ain't got your words in it or nothing. It's just a meme with some bullshit, and I ain't trying to downplay it,
Yeah.
but in all honesty, I'm a more personable person. If you want to talk to me, talk to me, and I'm gonna send people my number. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm gonna put, hey, if you want to talk to me, here go my number. Call me. Don't send me no Facebook messages,
Yeah.
please, cause I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
That's almost like regifting a gift that you didn't want. To me,
I'm trying to see how many people I hit today. Hold on. One, two.
I know I hit 12 because I was just going through my phone trying to find people to call. Like let me hit this person up.
I had 17 people up, 16 of them responded.
Shit, your ratio better than mine.
Yeah. I had 17 of 16 responded. It was just one person that didn't respond. And it's funny too, because I talked to Lenny yesterday. He told me to tell you what's up. And I hadn't talked to Lenny maybe a year.
Yeah.
And it was just good to, talk and shoot the shit with him. And he up there in Atlanta where it was just getting crazy.
Oh yeah.
And I was just, I like, hey man, I said, brother, I just call you, man, to check on you. He like, Pete, I appreciate that, man. He said, ain't nobody called me to check on me but you. I said, man, I didn't know where you at in the area, and I just wanted to just reach out and make sure you were good. He's like, yeah, man, I'm straight, man. I appreciate the call. And we talked about 30 minutes and caught up. And had another partner in Tampa. I called, I texted him, and I like, hey man, just check and see if you're good, fam. We ain't talked in a while. I just want to make sure you're all right. I know you're up there in that area where it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Get me back, yeah, man, we good, man. Just making sure my kids all right, my wife good, and my 2 sons good. I'm like, all right, man. Just want to touch base with you, make sure you still good. He like, yeah, man. He said, I appreciate that. He said, man, we got to catch up. Bam, bam, bam. Shot him a number. He's like, I'm thinking about podding now. I want to start a podcast. I'm like, well, I can tell you what little bit I know, but I can help you out. And he was like, bet. He's like, well, here go my number, and we'll be in contact. I'm like, cool. But it just, taking 2 seconds out your day to shoot somebody, love you, man. Hope you're safe and hope you're all right. Hit KP up too.
Okay.
And he responded back. He was in the park. I think he was exercising, but he was in the park. And he hit me back up.
Okay, that's good. Like I say, I just randomly hit some cats up I ain't talked to in a while. Just, they weren't probably expecting me to call them, but
Yeah.
I did that. And tomorrow I hit some more. See how it go. Right? I just don't want to forward no fucking messages. That
Right now, the time to reach out to people and make sure they're good.
yeah,
Just
fucking personally.
yeah, yeah. Just make sure everybody all right, cause like I said, it's hitting our cousins and everything up. Low, Hollywood, and all them. Hey man, how y'all doing, fam? Hope all is well. Love you, brother. And
Yeah.
that is that. And then I get the text right back. Love you too, fam. Love you too, kinfolk. That's all I need to let me know that you good right now is more powerful and more great than anything right now.
Yeah, and kind of keep that line of communication open.
Yeah.
Because you might have to reach out. They might have to reach out. And they see, hell, you just call them. Shit, your number might be the last number, the last number that called them, and they might have to just hit that damn return button real quick,
Mm-hmm.
to let somebody know what the fuck going on.
Yep.
So I don't any damn thing, man, cause right now everything unpredictable.
Yeah. It's good that, I mean, they say, something like that go a long way. I was reading and some I was just reading this, a little 4-word text or something like that. Just brighten somebody day and it'll keep them on a good path. You
Yeah,
kind of set the trajectory for somebody's day with just a few kind words.
yeah. Good morning, bro. I love you.
Yeah.
Something, like I say, as long as it ain't fucking forwarded.
Yeah.
Don't hit me with that shit.
I hear you.
Cause
Then switch gears and let me grind this chick because I was saving this one right here. If anybody been watching the news, and it's gonna be a great episode right here because we're going for a good minute. The lady in Central Park who called the cops on a gentleman because he asked her to put her dog on the leash and obey the rules of the park.
mm-hmm.
Now, anybody who ain't familiar with it, it was this lady, Amy Cooper, who was in the park with her dog at Central Park. It's a certain part of Central Park. I can't remember the name of that part of it, but they
It's like
have.
a
Uh,
dang. It's like a bird
and it's
observatory
called
type.
Ramble. The Ramble.
It might, yeah, it sounds familiar.
I think it's called the Ramble. I mean, I
It
will
sounds
look it up.
close enough.
Yeah, we'll clarify it next episode. Gentleman was out there bird watching and saw a lady who took a dog off a leash, and he asked the woman to, asked her politely, "Ma'am, could you put your dog on the leash?" And she got all up in arms and started walking toward the guy, and was getting up on him, telling him to start recording him. But at the same time, she's dragging the dog and just mistreating the hell out of the dog.
Yeah, she was choking that damn dog.
And all Buddy wanted her to do was simply put the dog on the leash.
Obey the laws
Yeah.
of the park.
And she said, "Well, I'm gonna call the cops and tell them you're threatening me."
No, she said, I'm gonna tell him a black man.
Oh yeah, my bad. A black man is threatening me. He was like, "Please do." He told, "Please do
Yeah.
whatever you feel like doing. Please." He was begging her to call the cops, and she backs up and walks over there. And if you ever listen to it, the different tones in her voice when they didn't hear the first time, and then she said it again, and then by that third time, "Oh my God, I'm being threatened. What? Really?" And then they say, "Describe the man. He's a black man with a bicycle helmet on. What Buddy finna do to you? He had no knife. The man had binoculars around his neck. The man came out there to just watch birds.
And that's what he do.
And then he tried to help out and get a dog a treat while she out there choking the piss out the dog. And then the kicker to it all, and this what really burned me right here. She writes this half-ass apology, talking about she's not a racist and all this and that, and she apologized for what she did. It's a little too late for that. You could have really got this man messed up behind that.
Mm-hmm.
You use your privilege for the wrong damn parts.
Yeah. And it was on tape.
Yeah.
And you lost your job, which nobody don't feel sorry for you. You lost your dog.
Mm-hmm.
You lost everything. And now your face out there nationally.
Yeah. All around the world.
And you go say I ain't a racist. Well, why the hell did you say I'm gonna tell him a black man is harassing me and threatening me? That you know what that was going to vote. You knew. That's why you said it. That's why you called and did it.
And where you are, you're in Central Park.
Central Park. Central fucking Park. So why the hell would you even think that that's okay and then write a bullshit ass apology and everything else? You might as well jump your ass on the back of the space shuttle and rolled up with them motherfuckers and left her.
Probably would have safe on that bitch.
On the back of it, and not inside. On the back of that motherfucker.
Flame blowing out. You might have been right there too, because the backlash you're gonna catch from this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
You'd have been better off in space now, cause I don't know where the fuck you
I
gonna
guarantee your life like you in space, because ain't nobody fucking with you right now.
go. I mean, you the racists probably reach out to you. All right, you can come over here and do some work for us, but you just said you wasn't a racist.
Now you got to break bread with them.
Yeah, so the people that's gonna offer you some shit, now you got to go over there and be on their team.
Yeah, them really your people.
So I mean, you got to eat.
Yeah.
So
And had a nice job too.
very nice, but ain't got that no more.
Ain't got that at all. But your ass right on the spot.
You might have to go run some pedophile campaign now,
Mm.
because you know what you, dude. It's interesting how when some shit come out, what's going on, so it takes your mind away from some shit. You Nobody ain't even talking about Epstein shit too much.
Don't nobody care.
Dude, that shit is damn near bigger than this.
Oh yeah, that shit
Because
me, yeah, cause I'm still on episode 2. And
2 episodes, the first 2 episodes, our president is featured prominently in the fucking episode.
he stayed a mile down the street from him.
He said a mile down the street, and he got a girl from over at his fucking spot.
Oh yeah. I guess
So
the dust settle and everybody sit at home and be on their Netflix again. That's when that right there gonna blow up.
yeah, everybody out in the streets right now, they watching all of the filming of that shit and everything. But if Epstein's still on Netflix when this does he'll settle, and I don't know what the next. I don't, how many episodes is it? 6,
4.
4. Okay, so I still got 2.5 to watch. I only got made it 1.5. But yeah, 45 in the deep. They
He
show a lot of pictures
super.
of 45.
He hanging out like he best chums with him. That's the homeboy.
Them motherfuckers ace boom coons.
That been hang like me and you hang.
Yeah,
They side by side, back to back, like the Lethal Weapon cover, bitch.
yeah, yeah. And that shit, you got this going on now, so everybody's mind ain't focused on that. But that's still lingering.
It's
And
funny somebody said that on Twitter though, because he said something on Twitter, and then somebody said, "Oh yeah, I just been watching you on this Jeffrey Epstein thing." Ooh,
and they got a lot of pictures of them motherfuckers together. Dude, they ever show,
and you just watched the first 2. You ain't even done with the whole episode.
I watched the first 1.5. I ain't even finished the second episode.
Yeah. Oh, he deep. And James Patterson trying to lay it on his ass too.
Yeah, Patterson ain't holding no punches.
No, he going for the throat.
And good. He need to go for that bitch juggler.
Yeah, what's his name? Jimmy Kimmel. The other night, Jimmy Kimmel like, why y'all ain't voted his ass out of office yet? Like, what are y'all waiting on? Like, y'all see what he's doing? Like, get him out of there. Cause I mean, a lot of them cats were real emotional on their monologues the other day, talking about Big Floyd and everything. So, I mean, a lot of people hurting over this. It ain't just black people. It's a couple other people out there who hurting over it. I mean, it's deeper than I mean, everybody pretty much hurting. Honestly, people who actually have a soul
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
I can't say everybody hurt because I talked to one cat today and I just looked at him. I ain't gonna mention who it was and nothing like that, but I'm looking at him. I'm like, I don't really want to hear what you're saying, man, because you act like it was dude's fault. Like
Yeah.
he's like, well, he died of a heart attack. I'm like, hmm,
Let me put my knee on your neck for fucking 10 minutes
yeah.
and see if your heart stop. Shit. What the fuck kind of and see that's why I say you got these people that listen to jackasses like Limbaugh and Hannity and all these fuck fucktards
Mm-hmm.
all day, and that's all they know. That's what they believe because they hear the same shit over and over. These dudes, dude, Hannity has like a 3 hour show. Every hour he say the same shit over and over,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you program people. These people are programmed, dog. And when you listen to them, they can regurgitate everything he say because that's what they want to believe. That's who they put their trust in and stuff because hey, he must be telling the truth because it's the same thing over and over. Like I said, Hitler did the same fucking shit, dog. The
Mm-hmm.
same shit. He told people the same thing over and over and over.
See,
And they,
history repeats itself. So
yeah. And here you go. Same shit. And oh well, this is what they said. They shouldn't be out there looting and rioting. And all. Hold on, who shouldn't be? Because the protesters are protesting,
mm-hmm.
and you got the looters out here looting and rioting. It's two different groups. So who are you talking about? And the group you seem to be chastising ain't
They look like you.
protest. Yeah, they're they're not in the same race class as the protesters.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the protesters, because honestly, it's across the spectrum. The
Yeah,
people out there protesting and shit.
yeah. I was just looking
Yeah,
on Facebook before we got on here, and I mean, this shit global now.
yeah, but
They
the
protesting in
provocateurs,
Japan. Yeah, they protesting in Japan, China,
yeah, the
everywhere.
provocateurs ain't of any other ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell are you talking about? Cause this dude look like you.
Yeah,
You just want a reason.
yeah.
You want a reason to raise hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's plain and simple. They want a reason to raise hell.
It's crazy, man. Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, because we can go on and on about this shit.
Yeah, man. And
Gotta save some for 20.
yeah, yeah. I just want to see because 20 gonna be epic anyway. So I think we'll leave it at that. And just to add a little happiness to it, moved everything over to Spotify, so you can find the boys on Spotify now.
Damn.
That was a decent move. Moved everything over there. Working on some other stuff. Apple Podcasts, uh, Google Podcasts, trying to just go across the whole spectrum now, across the whole board. So boys making moves. Y'all better jump on the train now, cause we've been moving out the station.
All right. I'm all on board. Let's do
You got any church announcements you got?
it. BTU fund still at $5.
uh, shit. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And thank y'all for lending y'all ear to us, man. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, we do. I mean,
Stay up, keep your head up, and just move different and think positive, man. Some good has to come away from this, and if you want good and you feel good, then you'll do good. So just keep that mindset and Try not to fall into all this anarchy and madness right now.
Yeah, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
No. But it's your boy Drew.
Is Errick?
We are the global unknowns.
Coop the Babola, motherfuckers.